Living for a Great Desire. Jenner and Smallpox. Edward Jenner, 1749 to 1823, is famous for saving mankind from smallpox. His first love was natural history, and he devoted himself to the study of birds. On learning about the centuries-old scourge of smallpox, he formed a great desire to end the suffering caused by the dread disease. Jenner became fascinated by anecdotal evidence that men and women who contracted cowpox from milking dairy cows never came down with smallpox. He carefully gathered a large body of such evidence and then went to London, where he became a pupil of John Hunter, and sought his advice. Encouraged by the great doctor to pursue his dream, he performed many experiments and observed the results with the greatest of care. His confidence grew. His breakthrough came on May 14, 1796, when he took pus from the hands of Sarah Nelms, a milkmaid infected with cowpox, and deposited it in scratches on the arms of an 8-year-old boy named James Phipps. This was the first ever case of what we now call vaccination. Once Jenner had assembled rock-hard evidence of the efficacy of the treatment, he published his findings and stirred up a storm of criticism. Some of his opponents claimed that people inoculated with cowpox would grow horns. Jenner responded calmly and patiently to all protests, sparing no effort to improve the welfare of society and mankind. In the 19th century alone, tens of millions of lives were saved. Finally, in 1979, the World Health Organization declared smallpox officially eradicated from the planet. Benefactors of mankind whose great deeds earned them a place in history are inevitably motivated by an intense desire to see their vision come true, and they make ceaseless efforts toward that end, come what may. Okay, another powerful story here that teaches us how we can transform our desires or greed from being in a way that we constantly feel thirsty for more and we are never satisfied no matter how much money we obtain or how much recognition we gain. It can be transformed if we utilize what we have, those desires, to benefit other people, which in turn benefits ourselves. So that's the spirit of Buddhism, to benefit myself by benefiting other people. That's what it means to live for such a great desire, because we cannot eliminate our desires. Like, we want to have a nice house, we want to have nice clothes, we want to get a better car if our car is getting older. We always want something, and it's never ending. Yeah, and of course we can fulfill the basic needs that we have, but then people who become spiritual, they realize no matter what they obtain, there's always more that they desire. And sometimes it even gets worse, like drinking from salty water of the ocean. The more we drink that salty water, the thirstier we become. So instead, yeah, we can utilize our desires not just to benefit ourselves, but to benefit humankind, human kindness. That's what we need. Yeah. Yeah, so many people are suffering in the world. The wind of impermanence blows so harshly. So the happiness that we were enjoying, it can collapse suddenly when we are struck with the wind of impermanence. So to be able to offer assistance and give whatever we can, and we can give the gift of Dharma, or the gift of material things, money or clothing or materials. And yeah, the Dharma giving is superior because it changes the person from inside out, not just house them and clothe them and feed them, but it changes their thinking, their perspective, their view of life from inside out. And yeah, people begin to suffer less. And then they can spread that light and joy and gratitude. Yeah, imagine if we hear more and more news of people bubbling up with gratitude and they try to do something, pay it forward, and give back to the society. Yeah, such news, it warms our hearts, and we also in turn become more motivated to strive harder to benefit other people. So good job everyone for being here, practicing together, overcoming any obstacles on our way to go forward, because it's all in our mind that can be our greatest ally. Today is Saturday, so we're going to have the Happiness Lab by Yuichi at 10 a.m. Pacific time. And yeah, and also webinar day. We will watch webinars in the evening. So have a wonderful Saturday. Bye.